yo. What's up? This is Adventures in Traffic, episode 6. Yes, 6. Oh, snapples. So, I want to talk about relationships. Honesty in relationships. And I am by no means a relationship expert, but I'm married with a couple kids, so I think I may know a little bit. But really, what it boils down to in my mind is honesty, openness, and communication, right? Honesty, openness, and communication. Now, this does not mean to tell your partner everything, right? Because depending on the situation, some things are better left unsaid. Openness, just being open and honest, just being truthful. And communication, be willing to talk. I know sometimes in the heat of the moment, we can get upset with our partner. We may be upset at our partner, but that doesn't mean that you can't find time when things cool off, if it's seriously heated, but it doesn't mean you can't find time to honestly tell them and be open and communicate with them what it is you're upset about. I see a lot. Now I'm almost 38, 37 going on 38. But I see a lot with people of all ages, younger than me, older than me, in my age group, failed relationships. And some people are just not good at relationships. Some people are not good at communicating. Some people are not good at compromise. I remember this old guy that I knew had said, there's two types of men that you have to be in a relationship. The first one says, yes, dear, whatever you say, dear. And the other one says, in his mind, all the things that you're thinking. And I interpreted that as compromise, right? Because for one, no woman wants to push over. I tried it before. I tried to be super accommodating, and whatever she wanted, I tried to jump at and give her and please her. And at the end of the day, I wasn't the man for her because I wasn't fully being honest. I did know how to communicate, but I wasn't fully being myself. And you should never not be yourself in a relationship, because if they don't like you, they just don't like you. And if you're giving them a false representation of who you are, they never get to really know you. So if by chance the real you comes out in a situation, they're going to be shocked. Like, who is this person? You never talk to me like that. James, you never talk to me that way. I don't know who James is, but be honest, be yourself, be your authentic self always. And if somebody is for you, then they're for you. If they're not, then you'll find out. But I don't think, perpetrating and frauding is the way to go about it. And be honest, if something upsets you about your partner or something they've done, tell them. And if you are upset and they do something to trigger why you're upset, then you should also be open and honest enough to be like, you know what? It's not you. I'm upset about a situation. Example, I was running some errands. I was in a local food place, like, those places where you buy in bulk. Like, there's different places around the country. But in Philly, we have Costco, Sam's Club, and a place called BJ's. I was in BJ's, and my wife called me. Well, she texted me, asked me to get XYZ. And I called her and said, I'm at BJ's. Do you want me to get it from here? And she said, no. I want you to get so-and-so from somewhere. And I was like, well, I'm not going there. I'm already at BJ's, so we can put it off for another day. Because it was nothing that was pertinent. It wasn't super important. Oh, my phone's ringing. It wasn't anything that was super important. And then she's like, what are you getting? And I was like, I'm getting food. I'm getting some snacks and stuff. You know, I like snacks sometimes. She's like, well, make sure you don't get this and make sure you don't get that because we don't need it. We don't need it all. And it goes to waste. And she's not lying. She's not wrong. But the way she said it versus how I interpreted it, I was wrong. And I was like, look, man, you're annoying me. You know, I don't want to hear you complaining. You know, stop. You're complaining. And she was like, I'm not complaining. I'm just telling you that every time you get XYZ, it goes to waste and we waste money. Again, she's not wrong. And I said, you know what? I gotta apologize because I had this situation earlier today and I told her about the situation from the last video with the lady who was complaining, and I was still a little agitated about it. So when she called me, or when I called her and we talked, and she was like, well, don't get this and don't get that, I took it as her complaining. And I said, it's not you. I'm agitated. And I told her the story. And she's like, well, I'm sorry for sounding like I'm complaining. I said, no, it's not. I said, you weren't. It was me. I'm still a little irritated. And I was triggered. Sun shining, insinuating my browniness. I'm sorry. But I said, it's not you, it's me. I was upset from work. And, you know, I just took it as you complaining. But you're right. You're not wrong. And I'm not getting those things. But the point of this is, if I wasn't honest with her, I could have upset her because I was upset, and she's like, well, why is he jumping down my throat? This is what I assumed she would say. Why is he jumping down my throat? All I did was say, don't get, you know, these things that we don't eat all of it and it goes to waste and it's a waste of money. She's absolutely right. But me being still agitated and in my feelings, and that's another thing, men. Stop. You can't stay in your feelings. Like, you could get upset. We're human. You could be irritated and agitated about things, but don't stay in your feelings about anything. I'm going to make another video about that because I think that's a subject that needs to be touched on. It's a lot of super emotional, super sensitive men, and it's a detriment to our society because there's men out here handling situations like women. No disrespect, women, but you are the emotional half of the species. And men aren't. By nature, we're not. But women are. And me being in my feelings, not letting it go, talking to her, and her making me feel like she's complaining, brought back that agitation from work. And I don't want to take that out on her because she, in all honesty, didn't do anything wrong. But I was upset. And I was, you know, in my feelings. But I was honest enough to openly communicate and be like, you know what? It's not you. It's me. And I'm sorry for that. I apologize. And we squashed it. But in different circumstances, that could have been blown way out of proportion. And I'm pretty sure people in relationship have had arguments about nothing because somebody was upset about something, and somewhere during the day they were rubbed the wrong way by their partner and they blew up at them and couldn't find the time to apologize. I know there are probably people who have ended relationships because of just that, not being able to communicate, not being able to see the bigger picture and say, you know what, you didn't do anything wrong, it's not you, it's me. So sometimes that's what's needed. Sometimes we got to take a step back, take a breath, and be like, yo, boo, baby, darling, honey pie, sweet cheeks. It's not you. It's me. So that's one of the keys to relationships. Knowing when it's not you, or when it's not them, when it's you. Peace.